STOOPIDTALLER. If you like to ride your bike a lot, you've probably been in this situation. A car driver thinks he or she is better than you and looks down on you. You can choose to ignore it or build this car. The bike is about 20 feet tall, which is about the same height as a two-story building. On December 26, 2013, it was named the tallest bicycle in the world by Guinness. To get on it, you need a pole or a wall. Surprisingly, the person who made it not only got to the seat, but also went somewhere. If there wasn't a record, there wouldn't be any evidence. In terms of technical details, the car weighs more than 200 pounds, and its wheels are 36 inches across. Also, the person who made the bike had to connect 8 chains. Gravity bike. Now that we have established a new record, let's cautiously dismount the bike and have a look at this very low gravity bike. The name tells you what it is best known for. The people who made it say that it is powered by gravity. Even though the bike looks simple, it is very fast. You can go up to 80 miles per hour if you find a good way down. The people who made this bike know that it is not only fun, but it also makes you feel good. You can hear the wind and the sounds of the road. The bike weighs about 75 pounds and has wheels that are up to 20 inches in diameter. The seat is made of mini-cell L200 foam, which is stiff enough and also does a good job of absorbing shocks and vibrations. By the way, you can find step-by-step instructions with pictures on Instructables.com for putting together a bike like this if you want to make one yourself. BigDog. This bike has 4 wheels and seats for 4 people. It was made with parts from bicycles and golf carts made of chromoly tubing, plastic drainage pipes, and other things that the people who made it just found lying around. This model is nearly 6.4 feet wide and 8.6 feet tall. It weighs 490 pounds, so every passenger will have to use their legs. But instead of seats, it has patio chairs, so it's comfortable even in the winter. The bike has been to many shows, like the Woodward Dream Cruise, which is Michigan's best one-day car show. Also, the team has other bikes, including more traditional cruiser models in their lineup. Snowboard bike. Do you like to snowboard and think about how great it was when you can ride your board on hot summer days? The person who made the snowboard bike says that it will be like snowboarding. The 2 separate handlebars are the most important part of the design. They let you do complex tricks that look like winter sports. You have to sit on the bike sideways and use your right hand to steer the front wheel and your left hand to steer the back wheel. The bike has rim brakes because it's not meant to go fast. The maker has already tried out a few different versions of the design and even made an unusual scooter. It is sure that the snowboard bike is the first real change to the bicycle in the last 200 years. Many news outlets around the world wrote about this event. On the website of the designer, there are articles from newspapers in the Netherlands, France, Japan, and Australia. Djuk Custom Chopper. This is just another example of the popular chopper bike. It has a long fork, a big wheel in the back, and a special handlebar just like it should. The Serbs built this bike, and they are ready to do all the work that needs to be done, from designing to putting it together and tuning it. Each model is made to order, but they all have disc brakes on both wheels, a footrest, and a comfortable seat. Reuleaux Triangle Bike by Phill Miller. People all over the world would like to take on the challenge of making a better bicycle wheel. The people at Burning Man 2012 were surprised by this bicycle. Even though its wheels were triangular, it moved quickly around the site. An interesting fact is that a Chinese inventor came up with another set of triangular and pentagonal wheels. Both times the trick is easy. The sides of the figures aren't straight but curved instead. This is a Reuleaux triangle, and you can find it in many things, like guitar picks and a tape mechanism in old film projectors to name a few. So, the seat stays almost at the same height and the rider doesn't feel too bad when the bike rocks back and forth. Transforming tall bike. Can't make up your mind between a bike with a high seat and a bike with a low seat? Then you'll like this bike that changes form. It can be changed in height while riding. This makes it look like a cross between a chopper and a fat city bike, which is really cool. All you have to do to change it is move it forward or backward. But this design has a drawback as well. You have to get off as soon as possible. As soon as your feet touch the ground, your weight won't be enough to keep the seat down and it will rise. You can find instructions at instructables.com, but you'll need to do a lot of work first. In particular, you'll need a bike with full suspension, a few gas shock absorbers, a lot of steel parts, and a welding machine. You can add more adjustments if you want to. For example, a footrest and a more comfortable handlebar wouldn't hurt. So, would you like to take this bike for a ride? Stand Trike. A stand trike is a vehicle that was made by its owner. Most of the time, this word is used to describe tricycles with large rear wheels and low ground clearance. So putting together such a trike isn't too hard, and some skilled people even make them to sell. Most of the time, car wheels and tires are used to build a stand trike. The hardest part is making the seats. Some people take apart old seats, while others use stadium seats, and people with money order fiberglass seats for buggies. Assembly doesn't have to be rushed and can be done in a week, but painting and unique design elements are also important. In this video, for example, you can see an anime-inspired license plate and a seat back that is different from the rest, the famous Simpsons, as well as many video games and movies. Pterosail. Why not put a sail on a bike? This vehicle is called the Pterosail, and its sail and charging system make it stand out. The wind charges the battery so that it can power the electric motor. You can also pedal this bike to get around like in the old days. To sail, the wind must blow at least 8 miles per hour. You can speed up to about 40 miles per hour if the wind is stronger. A long frame with 2 front wheels and a low center of gravity makes the bike stable. You'll have to lie back to ride, but if you need to, you can put a sunshade on the frame to keep the sun off you. And to get people interested in the car, a cross-country sailing adventure called Discovering America was built as a US tour. DuoBike. The next car is from a team from Italy. The 4-wheeled bike is interesting because it can tilt like a Yamaha Niken Trike or other similar vehicles. Also, the bike is very stable because it has 4 wheels, which makes it appealing to people who have never ridden a bike before. The steering is a little strange, but the bike is very easy to move around on, even in Italy's narrow streets. When you ride it, you lean on a special backrest, and like a recumbent bicycle, the pedals are in front. It only has brakes with rims on the back wheels. The model's weight is not given, but a reviewer said that it should be between 100 and 150 pounds. The team started an Indiegogo campaign to raise money, but not to make the model, but to pay for the patent. The next step was to start making them, and the price was said to be between $2,000 and $3,000. Conference bike. People are more likely to know what a tandem bike is than what a triplet bike is, which has 3 seats. But what do you call a bike that can carry 7 people at once? There's a good chance that the terms conference bike or co-bike will stick. The people who made this video have given it this name. The main idea is to make meetings less boring. The people on board look like a group of modern Knights of the Round Table. It has a steering wheel that looks like the one in a car. You can also stop pedaling for a while. The co-bike is used in 18 countries around the world, and the bikes at Google's California campus make the employees happy. The people who made the bike say that they are a revolutionary way to bring people together. We're not so sure if this will really make meetings more productive. Giant Trike. In France, during the 19th century, there was a proverb that went something like, "Advertising is the soul of business," and this way of thinking is still effective today. Skoda, a Czech company, once made everyone happy with a strange video to promote their Octavia VRS. In the ad, the car drove by a huge lawnmower, a mega grill, an ice cream truck that was more than 20 feet tall, and of course a cool tricycle. The bright colors and huge parts of the trike made it stand out. The aggressive tread on the 5-foot-tall front wheel is surprisingly well matched by the smooth rear wheels. There is also a full seat with a backrest for comfort, and 4 horns have been added to get people to move out of the way. Some of the cars in the commercial turned out to be real, which is interesting. The ice cream truck went on a tour of the UK, and this stroller has been to a few shows. There was even talk of making it in large numbers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons.